G'day, Greg Miller, The Joy of Wood. Messing around here carving a spoon. A lot of this is done. I want to do a finial on the end. So what is a finial? Well, a finial is that little statement on the end which gives the spoon a whole lot of character. So there's kind of a couple of different versions here. I'll show you this lot here. So these spoons have got this sort of shape. There's a similar theme going on, where we've got this little V around in here and then a shaping on the end. The other version we've got is based on the ball, the round one. So we've got the ball on the end, we've got the ball with this little V shape, and that gets exaggerated further. And it's all just done with a knife. It's great fun, and it really sets your spoon apart and makes it really interesting. So if I was going to do a little finial on the end of this, I'll say, all right, I'll draw it for you. I just sort of do it, but I'll draw it for you. What if I did that little bit of a V in there, like that, and then I have this bit of a ball thing happening on the end, a little bit like that style there. I might just shift that back a bit. So it's going to go in there. All right. So I'm going to use the knife skills which we talked about in the other video looking at the introduction to whittling skills, where we did a point on the end and we did the ball as well. So in that video I just explained these techniques, so I won't go over it all again. You need to go back and look at that one. So I'm going to start out in here doing that stopping cut, and I'm doing a V. So when I do this, what's really important is the thumb push there, the thumb pull here with no pressure from this hand, so you can't cut yourself. So I'm just starting to come in here and produce the beginnings of that little platform in there. I'll come in from the other side and do the same thing. So the stopping cut first always. Stopping cut is commonly used in all wood carving, including relief carving, and it sort of determines the place where the knife is going to stop. That's why it's called the stopping cut. So there's the beginnings of it in here. So I'll go in a little bit further. So that's going to go right in underneath there. All right, now go a bit deeper with this one. Stopping cut first, and the thumb pull. And I can do degrees of shavings in here. So I shift the V, I want that to come up a little bit higher, so I'll use that thumb pull to pull the blade down into there. So I'm actually moving the V higher up. And I actually want a V, not a U. So the thing with this is to be able to have the knife control, so you're not rolling the blade as you push it. To go straight. That's going to work in there, I reckon. So now I'm going to take that facet line off there. So I'll start to round that out. I'll take that facet line off there. So we start to round that out. And up the end, I'm going to take that corner off. So I'm going to take this corner off next. So starting to make it round in shape. Now when you do a curve, the curve actually starts right back here. That's the thing you've got to remember with curves. They always start back further than you think and finish out further than you think. Alright, lots of nice little light cuts there. You notice with all this stuff we do, there's no slashing blades. Really important. Throwing away energy, potentially putting other people around you in danger, though at the moment, with social distancing, there shouldn't be anybody just there, should there? Anyway. Okay, so I've got the beginnings of this. Now, I'm going to start to set up this V that goes across here. There's that V right there. So I'm going to start to set that up. So I'm going to put the blade on the angle that I want. Now I'm actually pulling the wood and the blade together and rolling it like that. So does this little incision. That is my stopping cut. Then I'm going to come back in that way, start to take that out. Now I'm going to do the same across this direction. So down in there, and then I'm going to do that little cut into there. And again, if I need to adjust the position of that, I can. In we go. So now I'm going to start to shape the ball on this side. So I want that to become more sort of ball-like at the end. Lots of little facets. Alright, it's got this little bit of a lump here and here. So they're on the hit list. Around we go. That's good. Alright. I'll take all those sharp bits out. Now I'm purposefully taking this down a little bit lower on the face. I'll make that a little bit deeper there. Beautiful. Alright. So you can see where that's going. So now it's just a case of rounding that out. Being mindful of grain direction, because sometimes you have an idea and the bit of wood says no. Got to make the knife go the other way. Alright, so I've got the front side pretty much going where I want it to go. What will I do at the back? What if I come around in here, do another stopping cut, and start to reduce it down so that that little finishing statement, the finial, is not quite as fat this way. So we're going to thin that out a bit. I'll just reshape that because I decided I want a little bit thinner. I'm going to come around from behind on the back side. I'm going to take a chunk out of there. Amazing that power and control you get with a thumb push. Yeah, that's getting better. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to make that stopping cut go in a bit deeper. Beautiful. And then I'm going to be shaped a bit like one of those lollies. Lots of little light facet cuts, shaving cuts, to turn that into a nice little lolly, a little ball. Alright. So I'm producing an interesting little bit of a hybrid between the two variations I showed you earlier. That's what's fun about this, is just creating with it, cooking something up and making it work. So there you go. Now I could do a little bit more shaping and cleaning up with that. And it'll just be all those, you're looking for the facet lines. I'm just going to take those facet lines off. Very light shaving cuts. There's a nice little finial. A bit rough up the top here. So take that out. It's got that flat spot on the top. So I just want to take that out. Alright, that's looking better all the time. Beautiful. There we go. It's not just any old spoon. This is a spoon with this delightful finishing statement on the end that sets it apart from all the rest. Fantastic, eh? So that is just using those knife skills to carve a finial. Remember, the sky's the limit. This is really easy. This is a whole lot of straight cuts to do that one. And this one is doing the ball kind of shape. And yeah, endless possibilities. It doesn't have to go all the way around. This one here is only really on 3 sides and not on the back. So have lots of fun with that. Play safely with these knives. It's awesome fun. Cheers.